tonight, Tyler Tomassi and Connor Souza on the front row. Bristol Toyota Pace truck pulling down to the infield, and we're ready to go off of turn number 4. Serydynski and Arrenegado, row number 2. Green flag is out. We're underway down into turn number 1. And as they race off at turn 2, Souza looking for the advantage down the back straightaway. Has it by a half a car length into 3.
Souza with the edge off of 4. Tomassi, though, coming off the heat win, going to work for the feature win here. Reels back in the number 38 as the 76 pulls right back alongside up to the A-pillar of the Monroe Dairy Machine. It's a dead heat off of 4.
Down to the stripe. Tomassi's got the advantage by a nose into 1 and 2. Souza hanging tight on the outside. Here comes the 08 of Richie Murray down to the inside of Arrenegado, looking for that number 2 spot. 3 spot. They come off of 4 and down to the stripe. Then you've got the 88 of Corey Fanning, the 27 of Luke LeBrun in tow. But on the outside is the way to go down the backstretch as Souza looks for the advantage. Tomassi strong on the inside lane, not strong enough. Souza's got the lead back in lap number 4.
Packed as tightly as they were at the start. Connor Souza looking to make a breakaway on the high side, by Tyler Tomassi being a pesky driver down there on the low lane as he gets up into the left side of the 38 just slightly as they came across the stripe that time, allows that 76 machine to draw back alongside the 38 as neither one is given an inch.
Down across the stripe for lap number 6, and Tomassi continues to hound that bottom lane. Souza up on the outside looking for the advantage. Can he get it through 3 and 4? He's got Arrenegado on his tail down into the corner. Off of 4 they come. Here comes Tomassi back down low. Trouble for Goodrow as he goes around off of turn number 4. That's going to draw the first caution of this event with 7 laps complete. Take that front row and reverse them. It'll be Souza on the inside and Tomassi on the outside as we get ready to go back to green.
The rear end of that 32 machine just snapping around before he could reel it back in, and Mark Jenison, with a heck of a job, had literally no time to react to that as the 32 spinning immediately off of his front bumper, and that number 22 machine taking evasive maneuver to the high side, and there was a car just behind the rest of that field who took a glancing blow from the number 32. It's escaping me now. It could have been the Serydynski machine. But again, another heads-up job by our late model drivers avoiding calamity as the closing speeds again on these machines are impressive as the 32 will take its spot at the rear of the field alongside the 30 of Jacob.
That's the pace with Tyler Tomassi on the outside of the front row, looking for the green off of turn number 4. Up on the throttle they come, even at the stripe, and down in the corner they go, a little beating and banging. Souza's got the advantage, and look at the 17. They bottle up behind him. 3 wide deep in the pack. Arrenegado going for the lead off of 4.
Accordion effect in full play that time as Nate Tracy getting the raw deal out of that one, and he was on the other end of the entire field. Meanwhile, at the front, the Hornets' nest continues. The 88 of Fanning gets into the side of Tyler Tomassi. Around goes the number 91. We stay green for now as yellow now coming out, and boy, that was hot and heavy from the start.
As he does, it'll be Arrenegado to bring the field down. Connor Souza up on the outside. Off of turn number 4 they come, looking for the green, up on the throttle, and Arrenegado motors up at the top of the field, down into turn 1, looking for the lead. Souza hanging tight on the outside, trying to settle it back, shuts the door on a hard-charging Chase Belcher, and here comes Richie Murray up on the outside.
Look at the young blood go to work here, trying to chase down the vet. You have Connor Souza, Richie Murray, and Chase Belcher all trying to chase down. Meanwhile, 3 wide as Jacob Burns splits Tyler Tomassi. Scott Serydynski taking the high line around. They settle it back in for now as Serydynski looking for more on the outside.
And up front, here comes Connor Souza back on the inside, edging out to the bottom lane. Arrenegado up top, wheel to wheel at the top of the field. They roll down it to 1. Souza slides up. Here comes Belcher down to the inside.
Belcher taking advantage of that opportunity to dive down to the inside. Now 3 wide as here comes Richie Murray. parts the seas. 3 wide behind him as well as the Fanning machine follows suit, and that middle groove working. Look at Chase Belcher get chased down now by Richie Murray, and that number 30 of Burns right in the mix as well.
14 laps in. Burns started scratch on the field, and he is battling for the number 2 spot, down into 3 and 4. Rowdy Burns working that bottom lane. Smoke coming off the left front of Richie Murray's number 08. I believe that's a tire rub. Trouble for Souza and Fanning. Caution flag comes out, and we are under yellow. For the 3rd time, Corey Fanning getting some help over there in turn number 2. And how about the run that Rowdy Burns is having? Scratch on the field, and now battling for the number 2 position, up in the number 2 position. All right, so let's see if this works. Souza and Fanning having words, and Souza has some damage to his number 38, and it looks like that's going to be the end of the night for him, as the left front wheel is facing the wrong direction. So we talked a few minutes ago, the announcement being made earlier today about Kenny Schrader driving for Seymour at the Boston Louis. Now, Kenny Schrader had drove for Boston Louis years ago in the sprint cars out in the Midwest, along with Bentley Warren and several other high-profile drivers. Seymour family coming off their biggest wins. They won the Little 500 the night before Indy, which is huge, and picked up, they'll be looking for the win. But here is the announcement being made.
Hey, Kenny Schrader, your old buddy Rusty Wallace here. Hey, man, I was talking to Bentley Warren and my buddy Bob Seymour, and they tell me that you're going to be running the Boston Louis race July the 12th up there at Seekonk Speedway in Massachusetts. Man, I'll tell you what, I also heard you're going to be driving that number 29 car. That thing's been pretty doggone fast. It's won before, that's for sure. But yeah, you're an awful talented guy, man. I know you can do it, so I'm wishing you all the luck in the world in the Boston Louis race. So go up there and go get him, buddy. Win that sucker, and we'll be watching you. So for Rusty Wallace, my buddy Kenny Schrader, go kick their butt, man. Let's see what happens.
Kick their butt. That's what he's going to try to do right now. It's Vinnie Arrenegado trying to kick some butt as he leads the charge off at turn number 2, but not for long. Here comes the 30 up on the outside. Rowdy Burns off at turn number 4, edges out for the lead at lap number 16.
Jacob Burns with his torrid pace from the back to the front. Jacob Burns clearing himself all the way around. Coming off of turn 4, this time by leading his first lap in the feature. Jacob Burns has pulled himself off all the way to the top spot, but Vinnie Arrenegado got to try and chase him down to see if he can do something about it.
Battle right now is for 3rd between Richie Murray on the outside and that black 08, the white 35 of Chase Belcher on the inside. Luke LeBrun rounds out the top 5. Tomassi back up into 6 as they head down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Burns sets the pace. 11 laps remaining off the corner, and Belcher gets that 3rd spot, that time at the stripe.
Belcher still to the inside of Murray. 4th in line on the inside is LeBrun. Already 2 feature wins to his name this season, but he's going to look for a 30. So he looks to make it 3 wide to the inside of Belcher. Not quite there. Going to take another stab at it here into 3. Gets a nose into the inside of the wheel well of the 3. Comes off the turn 3 wide across the stripe and into 1.
LeBrun on the inside. Look at Murray drop to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to try 3 wide down on the bottom into 3 and 4. LeBrun goes from the bottom to the middle. Murray battles off, settles it in behind as LeBrun up into the 3rd spot. Belcher back to 4th. He's going to go back on the attack off of 2.
Great plan for Murray. Just couldn't quite execute, and just like that, he's got the Tomassi machine hot on his tail. That battle going to be for 5th place as they come off of turn 4 nose to tail. Billy Goodrow hanging out in the rearview mirror of that number 76 machine as now the top 7 string out single file down the backstretch.
6 laps to go this time at the stripe. It is Burns with Arrenegado on his tail. Vinnie taking a look to the outside, trying to get back to the top of the leaderboard. LeBrun trying to hunt them down the back straightaway. 5 more circuits, this time at the stripe. Can Burns hold on with Arrenegado knocking on the back door, takes a look, trying the crossover off it too, doesn't have the run, he settles it back behind.
Arrenegado searching for a way around. He looks high, he looks low. Right on the rear bumper, gonna look high down the front stretch, sets it up high into 1, gonna try and exit low as they unwind off of 2, but Jacob Burns putting his car everywhere he needs to hold off that number 17.
Arrenegado to the outside as Burns starts to wind up that wick on the bottom, side by side with 3 laps to go. Arrenegado up on the outside, Burns down low as they race down into 3 and 4. Burns trying to battle back, twin sticks in the air, 2 more circuits to go. Arrenegado goes around Ronnie Burns back into the lead.
Less than 2 to go, and here's how they run. Arrenegado, your new leader. Jacob Burns in second. Luke LeBrun in the catbird seat sits in third. White flag waves, and Vinnie Arrenegado with 1 lap to get it done.
One more time, down into 1 and 2. Arrenegado, the 21 late model champion, leading the charge down into turn number 3. Off of 4, checkered flag is in the air, and Arrenegado rebounds from last week into victory lane. Burns will hold on for second. LeBrun will finish third with Chase Belcher and Richie Murray rounding out the top 5. A new hat, a new sticker. Vinnie, congratulations. I'll tell you what, I never doubt the car being where it needs to be. Tonight you were able to put it exactly where it needed to be on the racetrack.
Yeah, I mean, we were fast early on, and it just seemed to snug up a little bit and kind of hurt us down the bottom. But, the thing was real strong on the outside. And, this is the difference from racing with guys that have respect and that are clean and that'll race you hard for a win instead of, an unfortunate mishap that happened to us last week. But, it's a good way to rebound. It took a lot of work, a lot of hours, a lot of time. And, I probably worked on this thing here, and we probably put, I don't even know how many hours into it, but it was days. It only got wrapped this morning, so, congrats to Jacob, and, awesome job for running me clean and, running hard for the win. And that's what hard, good racing is all about.
He got by you for the lead. Did you think you'd be able to get back by him?
No, David Don was spotting for me this week there as our spotter wasn't able to make it. And he just came and he said that he was real fast and he was good on the bottom. And so I was trying to hold him out there, but we were just too snug on the bottom. So when he cleared in front of us, we just ran our line to try to reel him back in. And, he didn't want to give up the bottom. So I went around the outside and see what we could do. And that's what this thing likes to be all year long. This is a real good piece that Taylor had built us.
A lot of work over the past week to get this car back together, never mind here in Victory Lane. I know there's people that really, along with you, busted their chops.
Oh, yeah, the whole team, put countless hours into it, Sundays, days, nights. But, I got to thank them, and I got to thank all my sponsors, Anubis, McCabe Construction, Gerard Building, A1 Paving, East Bay Quality Hardwood Floor, Nacho Mamas, Elmwood Dodge, Band Powder Coating, Reliable Pest Control, J&E Welding, it's DJL Electric. The list just keeps going on, and I can't thank all these guys enough.
Congratulations. What a way to bounce back. Vinnie Arrenegado in second place to Jacob Burns, and a good run up through the field. All of a sudden we blinked, you were running second, you were able to get the lead. I'll let Vinnie come over and shake your hand. All of a sudden you're in the lead. What happened for him to get back by you?
The car just started getting free, looser and looser up the feature. We came to the front, I don't know how many times, put to the back how many times, and tires were just shot after that, and Vinny's had a better car for the long run.
It's got to feel real good, though, after having to start scratch, working your way up through the field for a great finish.
Oh, yeah, I just want to be possible with Mike Vaness. He wasn't here today. I think huge thanks to Timmy Potter, our spotter, Jake, so I don't say your last name, it's confusing. I think all the sponsors, John Landon, CSM, Feely Pinkerton, MJ Plumbing and Heating, Wayne Electric, and Bank 5.
All right, congratulations. Great run for 7 weeks. Got to feel a little disappointing to you, but a good run for third tonight.
No, I would definitely not call that disappointing. I actually find this third place better than a win. We have a lot of laps on these tires and definitely getting this car in the right place. Definitely showing a lot of speed. I'd like to thank my whole family for coming out and supporting me today. All my sponsors, EC Hathaway, B&M Maintenance, Sister Thrift. Huge thanks to my mom and dad. It's definitely a great race.
Congratulations, a great third place finish. There's your podium.